What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me. I guess this is going to technically be my first video. I just finished editing my, official first vlog yesterday. But I wanted to go ahead and skip this one up because there's something came to my attention in the news. Not in the news, on the old internet. Something came to my attention last night that I wanted to go ahead and talk about and put a video out on while it was still fresh and current. So the official vlog will be uploaded sometime maybe tomorrow or the next day. Official first vlog. But anyway, SKULLY helmets. For those of you that do not know what SKULLY helmets are, if you're into motorcycles at all, you've probably heard of them. Basically what it is a motorcycle helmet with a bunch of tech crammed into it. It's got a rear view camera, a heads-up display, Bluetooth connectivity. The heads-up display will show you the rear view, what's coming on the rear view camera. It'll show your map that you've linked to your GPS from your phone. All kinds of good goodies in it. So why are we talking about this helmet? Well, the company apparently is going out of business, stopping production. And normally that's not that big a deal. Companies go out of business all the time. It happens, the economy gets rough, people aren't buying your product, shit goes down. So why is it a big deal for this company? Well, this company, I first heard about it, I think about 2 years ago, maybe 3. They started up a Kickstarter type of program. I don't think it was actually Kickstarter. I think it was a different site, but something similar to that. Now, what Kickstarter is, if anybody doesn't know, is basically it's a way to fund your company if you have a product that's in development, in any particular stage of development. If it's just an idea or you have a prototype and you don't have the money or the investors to get a final product and get it into production, a Kickstarter type program, basically people can get on there and pre-order your product, and the money you get from that is what you use to build your company, to make your product. So now the issue with that is when you invest in a company like that, you're not technically buying a product, you're investing in that company. What that means is you are not guaranteed to get that product, which means if something like this happens, a business goes under, they're not able to finish their product for whatever reason, something happens, you're out of luck, your money's gone, your money is not guaranteed. So this company, SKULLY, had I think it was close to 2,000 orders on Kickstarter. I can't remember the exact numbers. I read through a bunch of shit last night and my memory's shit and I can't remember it all, but they raised a ton of money. They had a lot of people, and this is not a inexpensive helmet. I think the cost of this helmet is right around $1,500. That's a lot of damn money for a motorcycle helmet. I mean, even the high top end, race spec, top of the line helmets are, still under $1,000. Now, you get a lot of shit with this helmet. There's a lot of tech crammed into it. So I mean, is it worth the money, to the right person? Sure. But that's a lot of money to put into something that you're not guaranteed. You know what I mean? So all these people, I know they shipped some units out. I'm not sure how many. But everybody that has not got their shipment yet, that's pretty much $1,500 down the drain. You're SOL. Your money's gone. There's nothing you can do about it. Which is, man, that sucks. I would hate to be in that position, but I mean, that's the risk you take when you invest in something like that. Now, I've read a couple different statements from the company, supposedly statements from the company. One of them basically said, yeah, we're closing down. They said they didn't have the money, they didn't have the resources, they're shutting down. Basically, there was 2 brothers that started the company, and one was the acting CEO, and in a statement I read from him, he was basically forced out of the company. He was trying to get investors involved that the rest of the board didn't agree with, You know, they didn't want to do the things he wanted to do the way he wanted to do them. And so they basically shit-canned his ass. Now, from what I understand, he had investors lined up, like I said, and I don't know, it's whatever. Basically, he's gone, new CEO there, and new CEO has decided that, now this is the first statement, the new CEO decided, yeah, we're shutting down. We don't have the money to continue, blah, 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 blah. Now, I did see another statement. I don't know if it was the same guy. I don't know if it's legitimate from the company or not. That said they're going to try to keep things going. They said they've still got, you know, money coming in from some of the pre-orders or Kickstarter money that, you know, they have to figure out what they have and what they can do. And he's wanting at the very least to make sure that everybody that paid for a helmet gets a helmet. Well, that's cool. You know, if they can keep the doors open, you know, that's awesome. I have not been able to find an official statement from the company on this other than those two little, you know, excerpts that were on the original article that I read. Now, here's the thing. Even if they manage to get a helmet to everybody that paid for one, that's all well and good. Here's the other issue, though. They get all those helmets out, say that's all we can do, no more orders. Well, then everybody that's got a helmet has this $1,500 helmet that's got all this software in it, got all this technology in it. Now you have no tech support, you have no firmware upgrades, you have no replacement parts, no, you know, visors. When your visor gets scratched up and you need a new one, nothing. So you're basically, you know, you got this helmet that once something tears up on it, that's it, it's done. There's nothing you can do to fix it unless you can find someone that can get in there and knows, you know, how to write software and fix your shit for you. So that's a big issue. And I mean, and like I said, there's still the chance that they're just going under and everybody's just shit out of luck. And so here's the question, would I personally buy a helmet for $1,500? No. But the main reason for that right now is I can't afford a damn $1,500 helmet. That's a lot of money to spend on something like that. If I could afford it, would I buy the SKULLY helmet? No. But here's why. This is the first helmet of its kind. I mean, it's, you know, it's a new technology that they're putting in these helmets. Obviously, there's going to be problems with it. I even saw a comment from supposedly one of the engineers from the company that said, you know, they were, before they shut the doors and fired everybody, and that's another thing, like a lot of people lost their jobs from this company. But he said before they supposedly decided to close down and shut the doors on the company, they had updates that were getting ready to be released for the firmware updates to fix. They were having mapping problems on the mapping software for the heads-up display. They were having volume issues. I can't remember what all they were, but you know, they were already having buggy issues with the software that they had updates for ready to come out. Now none of those are coming out. So, but that's what happens when you buy something like that it's the first of its kind. There's going to be issues. It's untested. The concept of it is great. I love the idea of this helmet and the tech that they're putting into it. But it just, me personally, I don't ever, you know, I'm not one to jump on the first one, you know. I mean, if you've got money for it and that's what you want to spend it on, you want to be a beta tester and see how it works, that's great. But proof of this is there's another company already, at least only one that I know of, possibly more. I'm pretty sure the name of the company is Intelligent Cranium. They have what they're calling the ICR helmet. And it looks so far leaps and bounds above the SKULLY. As far as the software goes, I don't know. This helmet's still in development. I'll run down some of the specs of what I know. The SKULLY helmet is one rear view camera, and I think it's like 180 degree field of vision. I could be wrong. It might be a little more, might be a little less. Of course, it's got the Bluetooth speakers, microphone, you know, for answering calls, voice commands, and the heads-up display that, you know, views your rear view camera and your maps or whatever else. I'm not sure what all it puts on there. That's it. The ICR helmet that's still in development. 2 rear view cameras, one, offset to each side, that gives you, I think it was like 210 degrees range of vision from side to side. I just saw that they just announced that because some of the people that had pre-ordered had given them feedback on what they want to see in the helmet, they've taken that feedback and they're adding a front view camera that you can use to record, like a GoPro, like what I have mounted here. Of course, it has the Bluetooth, the speakers, the microphone, all that. This one has 2 heads-up displays, one on each side. So you can either view, each camera, you can view a map on one side, your camera on another side, different configurations. Another thing I thought was cool about this helmet, it has a solar panel on the top of it. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, so basically charging your helmet while you're riding. I doubt it's going to put off enough power to, keep it from dying completely. I don't know a lot about solar panels, so I can't say for sure, but definitely would extend the life of the battery. I'm trying to remember what else it had. It's got LEDs in the front. It's got kind of like some kind of radar sensors on the back. So it's got LEDs on either side of basically the top of your chin bar. Sorry, I know I'm like blocking the camera a whole bunch. Fucking John Cena over here. But it's got LEDs on it. And the way that radars that are mounted on the back of the camera, if a car gets close enough to you, say in your blind spot or on your side or just up behind you, those LEDs will flash a certain color depending on the distance. And I think there's also a small vibrate feature in there that'll let you know that someone's coming up close on you or in your blind spot. And the thing is, this helmet is about the same price point as the SKULLY, and you get all that additional stuff. So that's kind of my reasoning for not liking to buy the first thing. If it's the first of its kind, at least for me, I like to wait, because there's always somebody looking at that and saying, you know what, that's a great idea, we can do it better, we can put more features on it, we can make a better helmet, and they're doing it for the same price point. Now, still, like I said, that helmet's still in development. I read on their webpage that they're supposed to have the first few beta helmets done in either July or August of this year. So either this month or next month. Probably just for testing and whatnot. They'll probably send them out to a couple people, get feedback on them, see what needs to be tweaked. Now, this company's not going through a Kickstarter program. They're doing pre-orders on their website, but they're doing it a little bit differently than the way SKULLY did it. You're not paying that whole $1,500 up front, which I believe, don't quote me on it, I believe is the way SKULLY was doing it. You pay $300 up front for your pre-order. Once your helmet ships, then you pay the remaining balance, and anybody that pre-orders, I think the first round of pre-orders, I can't talk today, I think the first round of pre-orders was like 40% off, and then the second couple of rounds may have been, 30, 20% off, something like that. Now, I don't know if there's any guarantees, since they're doing it through their own website, not doing it through a Kickstarter. I don't know if there's guarantees on this investment. I don't know if there's a money back, if we go out of business like SKULLY did type of deal. I mean, that's, we'll just have to wait and see. But that's just kind of my opinions on, buying things when they first come out, man. There's always going to be something come out. At least wait for that product to be out long enough so they can get all the bugs worked out. Or to make sure the company's even going to stay in business. I mean, you think there's thousands, not just a few investors, thousands of people, regular people that put their money into this company and are now shit out of luck. Money gone, can't get it back. Now I know SKULLY was taking pre-orders on their website after the Kickstarter program's in, so I don't know if those people will get anything back. Like I said, the company hasn't made an official statement on its own. It's just been, clips, little comments that, this article I read said they got from people inside the company and the CEO. Whether it's all true or not, I don't know. SKULLY is supposedly supposed to release a statement about this in the next couple days, so we'll know for sure exactly what else going on. But until then, you know, it's just kind of up in the air. And I hope, for the sake of the people that put their money into this, that, you know, they at least get a helmet out to the people, or get them some money back or something. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Like I said, then they're still, you know, you're still fucked on tech support and firmware updates and replacement parts. But I guess that's the nature of the beast when you invest in something like that. But man, it's real shitty, and it's especially shitty that this information is coming out without a statement from the actual company. All right, so I guess that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to make a quick video to let people know, you know, what was going on. I know there was a lot of people that have been following this helmet, you know, waiting on it to come out. A lot of people have been really excited about it. And I mean, I kind of was too. I didn't have really any plans on purchasing one, because like I said, man, $1,500, that's a lot of money for a helmet. But you know, I like the concept of it. It's an awesome idea to put stuff like that in a helmet. And so like I said, I just wanted to, you know, I came across that. I wanted to let anybody that hadn't heard about it, that's been following it, let everybody know what was going on with it as of right now. Like I said, we'll wait on updates, see if the company, you know, puts a statement out to let us know more about what's actually going on. If anybody's ordered one, or was in on the Kickstarter, or pre-ordered one on the website, or somebody that actually got a helmet, if you know more, you know, put a comment down there and let everybody else know what's going on. Anything you know about it. But yeah, I guess like I said, my actual official first vlog, I'll try to get uploaded in the next day or two. I've already got it edited. I just wanted to get this one out real quick. But I appreciate you guys watching. If this is your first time watching, do me a favor and slide your finger down on that subscribe button for me. If you like the video, give it a like. If you got any questions, comments, you just want to tell me anything, throw them in the comments down there. If you got any questions about SKULLY or anything else, I might have forgotten some stuff. I was trying to keep it all fresh in my brain, but I tend to forget shit. If you got any questions about it, throw them in the comments. If I know the answers, I'll get back to you. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.